I had a lot of trouble coming up with a topic for my essay this month. I'd put a lot of time and energy into a new TV pilot and was feeling super drained. So I took a break and got back to basics.
Nothing makes me come to life like the music does. The sounds, they make me hypnotized. It feels like a drug. Throw me in the biggest crowd. That's my safest place. You must know what this feels like now. However long it takes. Close your eyes, get it in your skin, let the music in. It's a ride, don't fight anything, let your body win, let the music in. Let the music Nothing makes me come to life like the music does. Nothing makes me come to life like the music does. Close your eyes, get it in your skin, let the music in.
Hey everybody, FoxxC here again with another episode of FoxxBites. Creativity is a huge part of what makes me, me. I spend a lot of my time writing and editing and drawing and plotting and pacing anxiously. It's exhilarating, but it's also exhausting. There is one thing that is guaranteed to put me back into a creative rhythm, though. Unplugging my mind, cranking up the tunes, nourishing my body, and looking after my space. It's really easy to get sucked into an artistic dimension and forget that creativity is an expression of a life lived. A creator is not a font of originality, but a unique artistic conduit that presents their experience of existence. One of my favorite essays on the nature of creativity is The Catastrophe of Success by Tennessee Williams, a rambling meditation on the need for creativity to be grounded in the day-to-day struggle of living.
The sort of life that I had had previous to this popular success was one that required endurance. A life of clawing and scratching along a sheer surface and holding on tight with raw fingers to every inch of rock higher than the one caught hold of before. But it was a good life, because it was the sort of life for which the human organism is created.
Sure, it's an essay that's a bit heavy with rugged American individualism, but it is also disdainful of elitism and a world in which success is defined by the ability to exploit the labor of others.
For me, a convenient place to work is a remote place among strangers where there's good swimming. But life should require a certain minimal effort. You should not have too many people waiting on you. you should have to do most things for yourself. Hotel service is embarrassing. Maids, waiters, bellhops, porters, and so forth are the most embarrassing people in the world, for they continually remind you of the inequities which we accept as the proper thing. The sight of an ancient woman gasping and wheezing as she drags a heavy pail of water down a hotel corridor to mop up the mess of some drunken, overprivileged guest is one that sickens and weighs upon the heart and withers it with shame, for this world in which it is not only tolerated, but regarded as proof positive that the wheels of democracy are functioning as they should without interference from above or below. Nobody should have to clean up anybody else's mess in this world. It is terribly bad for both parties, but probably worse for the one receiving the service.
Having worked for much of my life in hospitality, I feel this fair and scathing indictment of the industry in my bones. The amount of reproductive labor required to provide a society of specialists with the leisure to pursue their specialties without pause is tremendous. Williams reminds us that not only should one shoulder as much of this burden as possible, but also that it is a fundamental aspect of the creative spirit, at least for the artist, if not the engineer or scientist or surgeon. It's very difficult to keep a healthy rhythm when faced with deadlines and the demand to produce. Even writing this essay has been a challenge. I know I'm pushing my limits to meet demands that are not my own. Fuck capitalism. Seriously. Even a healthy afternoon dance party is just sticking duct tape over a leaking tank at this point. YouTube recommends that creators post at least once per week to stay current in the algorithm, and that is a lot of work if you do scripted content. Which is why so many creators, myself included, fill that time with unscripted stuff, like blogs and streams and things. I also have several creative writing projects on the go at any given time, sporadic editing jobs, a monthly newsletter, streams 4 times a week, advertising all of it. It's really easy to lean into the convenience of a commodified service economy when consumed by a specific creative purpose. This certainly makes creative work more accessible to more people and immensely productive, but it is also devaluing the vital reproductive aspects of human life. I'm not going to get too much into theory right now, you'll hear lots more about it in future videos, but at least for me, looking after my mind and my body and my space is both artistic and revolutionary praxis. I wouldn't write and make videos if I didn't love doing it. Love it. Most of it. Advertising my own work is so embarrassing. I just want people to say nice things about my stuff while I blush modestly. Is that too much to ask? Anyhow, if I'm not careful, I'll burn myself out and need to crawl into a hole for 3 weeks to feel sorry for myself, and that doesn't do anybody any good. That's why this video is gonna be a short video. I'm tired. I've written over 100 script pages and a half a short story this month, helped develop 5 more short stories, completed a fellowship application, met my video deadlines, fingers crossed for this one, and kept the house in some semblance of livability. April is the 2-year anniversary of FoxxTales, and I've been working on a script that is very emotional for me. It's going to be a challenging production too, and I want to do it right. So I'm taking a little bit of extra time to do that. But I am also here to entertain you now. Thankfully, there are a few types of expression that energize me more than they drain. Like dancing with a flaming ball of white gas. So I'm gonna go outside and get set up and do that.
bothering you. We know we're future-proof. We know we're future-proof. Tell me the truth, tell me what's bothering you. We know we're future-proof. We know we're future-proof. Tell me the truth, tell me what's bothering you. We know we're future-proof. We know we're future-proof. Tell me the truth, tell me what's bothering you. We know we're future-proof. We know we're future-proof. Tell me the truth, tell me what's bothering you. We know we're future-proof. We know we're future-proof.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this episode of FoxxBites. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you'd like to support the show, please like and share this video and subscribe to my channel so you can catch all my future videos. If you want to go a step further, you can consider giving me a tip at www.ko-fi.com/FoxxTales or becoming a patron at www.patreon.com/FoxxTales, like these wonderful folks. Patrons gain access to behind-the-scenes photographs and scripts that I write for television and stuff that doesn't necessarily get out to the public. So if you want in on that, check it out. And otherwise, I'll catch you next time. Bye!